game has been out for 5 years now, I think. Why is it still in the open beta? Why is it not live?
Warframe is still open beta.
Because we're not coming out until Warframe does. We're holding it hostage. The other reason we haven't flipped it is because I think we get reamed if we did. So, I mean, I don't know. I think after we do a big polish pass, and we need to have a good bit. Okay, on what?
Dude, he's a millionaire.
Well,
He's a veterinarian.
the Evil Corp website, you know?
So I saw there was a bunch of stuff floating around about, oh my god, I did the math and Artix Entertainment's making $10 gazillion, and
Well, how much money do you guys make off of surveys? Okay.
surveys?
Yeah, I just
The ad
just wondering.
stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, not very much. No.
Honestly?
I mean, yeah, like those have a really low payout. I think a long time ago they were way better. There was a time when. So here's some math that I'm going to share with you that other people just don't understand, and I've been very honest with you during all of this. I'm going to continue being honest. I'm going to say that there are some things that, I mean, obviously we should not share because that would be just stupid. And here is what I think I wish everybody knew. So we have a big team, right? We have 47 full-time devs and like 100 contributors who get paid every month. We've never bounced a check. We have created so many jobs, even if they're small part-time jobs, for people who did not have careers or the ability to work as a professional video game developer who did, because of what our community made possible. I mean, that's real. That happened. I've seen some numbers posted online about projections of what we made, and Alina and I really wish that we were doing that well. We really wish we were doing that well.
I'm back on the topic. It's not like you guys are like financially falling apart over there, right? Nothing to be worried about.
No, like I said, you know, I'm a squirrel, right? Like I hoard like stuff. So we have reserves, we have a budget, we have a plan. Every game in Artix Entertainment has to pay for itself. That's the rule. Every game, like it's a completely its own company. In fact, it kind of literally is. So when you look at Adventure Quest Classic updating for 20 years, it's paid for itself for 20 years. And we have shared resources like player support and the lawyers and our server administrators and our people that go and do all the businessing dealings to negotiate for stuff and make things happen. Oh, don't forget, I lost over $1 million in the first incarnation of Adventure Quest 3D. Originally, it was Flash, and we put all the resources into that.
That's a lot
and
of
the whole
money.
thing just evaporated.
Artix, you're a millionaire, right?
Depends on how you look at the numbers.
Are you the only millionaire in Artix Entertainment, or are others millionaires?
So here's two things about finances that are really interesting, right? Because everyone talks about like the 1% and blah blah blah. Those people don't have any money. I mean, they have lots of money, right? They have lots of access to it, but they don't keep any cash, and it's not in their they like on paper, like they're worthless, right? And they say, well, they don't pay any taxes. Let's avoid the Amazon getting that special deal thing, right? Let's just talk about like your normal real estate mogul guy. Those guys, right? They put everything into properties that create passive income, and then the passive income goes to other companies that don't even link back to them, and then they owns out against those companies, so they don't have anything. And that's why when people go and they sue these really rich people, they don't ever get any money because they don't have any. And the taxes in general, like the reason our government has all these rules, right, is because they want it to behave. They want the money to keep flowing. They don't want it to stay anywhere. So I think there's a big misconception about what a millionaire is or what somebody who's really wealthy is, right? Because it's different than having like a savings account, right?
Nobody knows what's behind the curtain.
And then
toxic meme reviews on the internet about how Artix Entertainment treats its employees and stuff like that. It's so
I think
unfair.
that's the most slap in the face, right? Because
Yeah, that's so unfair.
like you know, and this again comes back to that thing about forgiveness and change, because we completely changed the way we were handling all of that.
Mm-hmm.
We pay every single person that works on like any production thing for the game to work at Rockstar Games. We've had people go on to work at Zynga. We've had people go on to work at
OnlyFans. Sad as it sounds.
anyways, we've had a lot of people that moved on to bigger stuff, and that is really a credit to the team, right? Like, look, we have incredible talent, and I'm really happy for everybody, no matter how they chose to find their success and do things, because you know, this is really freaking hard. Yeah, Spider's freaking awesome. We've been like we've been courting him onto the mobile project. Yeah. Did you see everybody's reaction when we made that move? Like, nobody saw it. And when I had that talk with Alina, you know, it was about making the game better. We're like, okay, well, here's a guy who, like, people are using his thing. Like, he's really got it. Let's talk to him and see if he's somebody we could trust. Let's see if we want to work with him. And I knew within 2 minutes of talking to him, he was like another Captain Rhubarb. We're like, oh no, this is the guy.
But to be fair, weren't people just surprised that it happened so late? Like, I think if you added him earlier to the team, people wouldn't have been surprised like they've been now. But since it took so long for him to be added to the team, people were like, okay, they haven't added him back then when his thing started really popping off, they're not going to add him now.
Well,
And then you suddenly did. So
you know, the team doesn't have very much free time at all. Like, I'm not getting anything.
How many games are in AE again?
Work
A lot.
for the rest of the day, but but like,
We kind of have 16 games that we need to work on. We can't really make time. Sorry, Bucko. Guess your gun and whip animations will have to wait till next year.
it's like kind of. I think that the distance between now and the things that I want to go do, which seems so far away, right? Like, we have to build Adventure Quest Worlds Mobile, and we have to prove ourselves that we can, you know, I've never successfully remade anything. That's a life challenge I've had. And when we're doing something in life, like, you know, Adventure Quest Worlds Mobile, that thing has hit just ungodly problems nonstop. And we got to adjust and fix them and figure out how to make it work. And I think we took like a year working on the conversion process, and then we're like, well, the players really want color customizability, and we said, oh god. And we worked on, we're like, this changes everything. We got to go regut and redo this entire system, and it still doesn't even work. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe we'll throw more manpower at it. I'm sure we can raise funds to get more people to do this, right? So then we retooled the whole thing again.
I'm surprised you haven't done it already.
Me too. If it was easier, we would have.
Yeah.
Like, that's the short answer, right? If it was easier, it would have been way easier to make a brand new game from scratch. I wish we were done with Adventure Quest Worlds Mobile already, like we should have been.
Yeah, the 2019 case was caused a big delay.
Sorry, but have you ever mentioned this before? Because like I've been active for such a long time in the like Artix Entertainment games community and stuff, and I've been trying to keep track, especially back then. And I just remember this being brought up, but I never like caught how it was resolved or what happened to it. Feels like it was just like teased, or like that there's a possibility, and never anything was like mentioned afterward.
Oh yeah, I mean, typically when stuff falls apart, you don't promote that very hard.
Oh yeah,
It's
of
falls
course.
apart, that's about it.
Yeah,
If
of
the
course.
business
But
it fails, you don't mention it ever again.
I remember the old Adventure Quest 3D, how it looked like very similar to WoW when it first released.
Yeah, well, no, actually, it looked really different. I gotta use the restroom. I'll be back.
Okay.
enjoy your week. I had my company that does literally that. Like when you're talking to him and he's like, "Oh, I gotta use the bathroom," and then he just mutes himself and walks to the bathroom with his headset.
I didn't
So-
want to talk because I thought
I didn't take my
wasn't
headset.
allowed.
You didn't take your headset?
Right.
Okay.
I use a
I'm
little.
to mention that.
I use a little blue microphone. Oh, you can't go personal. Internet like loves to eviscerate you, right? Because
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Like you have to be like so careful.
You really do. I agree.
I mean it when I say it. I'm like, yes, this is happening. And then stuff happens, and I talk to people, and it shifts and it changes. And then suddenly I'm on a new plan, and I don't necessarily communicate that back. And then everyone's like, "Whoa, you said there was going to be this. Why is it this now?" And I'm like, "Oh, right."
Thanks a lot for like all the insights, Artix.
Yeah, that was
Actually
a
really,
really
really
good meeting, and I like doing this stuff. I hope I see Geo in there. I really hope that this level of transparency is
going to be consistent and frequent from now on. Nice, man. Glad to hear that.
Oh, I think I've always been like,
I'm just gonna throw you under the bus.
I'm gonna say
before
not
leaving.
used against me to the extreme because then we'll never get to do this again.
Oh no.
But if you know there's an ounce of restraint, then let's keep it going.
Nobody hates AQ3D more than AQ3D players. We all hate this game, players. We all hate it. What is that? Okay. I don't know why I did that. I mean, I'm gonna assume that it's explained in the story and that it was vitally important that I ran on top of the skull. But yeah, I think that scaling kind of ruined just leveling in general, because, like, what was the point of leveling up if you're not actually gonna get stronger realistically? Why am I fighting more skeletons? This is the third... Okay, out of the first, like, 5 quests, 3 of them have been kill skeletons. I'm taking psychic damage from these quests. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Found the place super boring. I mean, it is super boring and it's super frustrating. I hate having to kill all of these things every time I have to come back here to turn in a quest. How would you say your overall experience is right now, Blaze? Not good. Why does everything take up inventory space? What is this? Yeah, they're respawning. What? I'm so confused. Why was that an inventory item? Just leave me alone. Please stop having these guys be right next to the NPCs that I need to talk to. I had to walk all the way there just to walk all the way back? I'm pissed. Why? Why? And now I gotta walk all the way back again? Oh my god, I cannot believe the devs would let this happen.